Welcome to Kat Sara Yoga. I'm Kat and this is a yoga quickie to help balance, heal and activate your third eye chakra. Enjoy the class. We're starting in child's pose today. So coming over to hands and knees. Inhale here and exhale as you tuck your tailbone under, round your spine. Bring your bottom down to your heels or towards the heels, belly to the thighs. Forehead to the mat or towards the mat, and if your forehead doesn't quite reach the mat, you can place a cushion underneath or cradle your forehead in your hands. And just be aware of your breath flowing in and flowing out. Allow your breath to begin to settle. Breathe into the back of your body and breathe into your third eye point in the center of your forehead. So your forehead might be resting on the mat, maybe in your arms. And it depends on the angle that your head is resting at. But we can feel that with the head down, the neck relaxed here. It's easy to feel that increased blood supply to the center of the forehead. Feeling increased awareness of that energetic point. The third eye chakra. This chakra is associated with our intuition. So our higher wisdom of self, our feeling of whether we're on the right path, whether something is right for us or not. So as you breathe here, direct your breath to the center of the forehead, just in between the eyebrows. Maybe even feeling a sense of release or openness, an opening of that area. Take a moment to roll your forehead on the mat or the support that you have underneath your head. Massaging out the forehead if you have that kind of angle. Don't worry if you don't. But just taking this time to really relax into your forehead, relax into your brow, and also relax your jaw, your lips, teeth and tongue. Nice deep breath. Bring your head back to center. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Gently draw your tummy in towards your spine as you roll up. And if it's comfortable, stay in this kneeling position. So we have a nice, tall, long spine. Staying connected in with your breath. Inhale, shrugging your shoulders right up to your ears, and exhale them down your back. Repeating a few times, inhaling up. Really long spine. Exhale, shoulders down. Making this the last, shoulder shrug, shoulders away from the ears. Bring palms to touch in front of your heart. Just sitting for a moment, feeling palms connected. Circle of energy that you've created. Lifted from the base of the skull. postural muscles lengthening your spine up. Feeling centered. Noticing any sensations that may be happening around that third eye point, center of the forehead. Really good. Inhaling, reaching your hands up. And exhale, gentle twist just from the base of the spine, looking out over your back shoulder. Inhale, reach and lengthen arms up. And exhale, gentle twist the other way, looking out over your back shoulder. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands down in front of your heart. Come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reaching one arm up and exhaling over into a side lean. Inhale, cartwheel the other arm up and exhale over. Inhale, reach up, come back to center. Inhale, sweeping both arms up. Bring palms to touch. And exhale, draw your hands down in front of you, bowing your head and bring the thumbs, the bases of the thumbs to the third eye point in the center of the forehead. Bow your head and breathe. Face and jaw, lips, teeth and tongue relaxed. Feeling a gentle stretch in the back of your neck. Connected with the sensations that you feel. So this class will help to balance and stimulate the energy around the third eye chakra. Helping you to connect in with your intuition. Lengthening back up, reaching your arms up again, and exhale, stretching out your fingertips. Imagine drawing a really beautiful sunshine all around your body. So make sure you're feeling nice and comfy in your cross-legged position. We're going to be doing a little bit of movement from the pelvis. If you find that your knees are quite a lot higher than your hips, I would recommend using a yoga block or a firm cushion just to try and lift the hips a bit more level with the knees, because this gives you a little bit more mobility in the pelvis. Always working within your own range and never straining. Bring thumbs to the back of the pelvis, fingertips to the inner hip bones, lifting and lengthening all up the back of your body. And we're going to circle the pelvis. So as you inhale, imagine tipping forward, tipping the pelvis forward and bringing the weight across into one of the sit bones, the bony bits that stick out the bottom of the pelvis. Continuing your inhalation as you bring your weight over to the other sit bone. And then exhale as you tip your pelvis backwards and backwards into that first sit bone. So we're inhaling forwards, circling, and exhaling backwards. Let your hands be in a comfortable position. We're getting energy flowing through the body. And think of this movement starting with the pelvis and then flowing up your spine. So we can bring the upper body into it a little more, tipping the pelvis backwards. Tipping the pelvis forwards and shining the chest forwards, rolling the shoulders back, tipping the pelvis backwards, rounding the shoulders. Even exposing the throat as you lift your chin, but never letting the head flop back. So let's make these circles a little smaller and smaller each time until you come to stop, and then we'll circle back the other way. And this maybe won't feel quite as natural. You can always bring your hands onto your hips as a guide. We're tipping the pelvis backwards, backwards, coming forwards, forwards. All this movement originating from the pelvis. Feel that energy flowing up. So this will help you to bring all the energy up to the third eye point. Feel the energy flowing up the spine, and as you tip your pelvis forward and you shine your chest forward, think of beaming your third eye point up towards the sky, open, ready to receive, even receiving intuition. Really good. And then let's circle smaller and smaller each time until you come to stop. Brilliant. So extending your right leg out and have the knees and toes pointing straight up towards the ceiling. You can keep your left foot in front of you or draw it all the way in. Bring your hands onto your hips and find your inner hip bones that stick out the front of the pelvis. Shift them towards the right leg, moving the flesh of the buttocks out of the way. So a small movement, long and lengthened all up the back of your body. Bring your hands either side of your front leg, lift and lengthen up, and inquire into tipping forward to the front edges of your sit bones. With every inhalation, think of lifting and lengthening, and every exhalation, inquiring into tipping forward. Everybody will go forward a different amount here. Bend your knee. We're looking for having a nice straight, flat back, so you're not rounding the spine, you're not rounding your shoulders yet. Bend your knee so you bring the thigh in towards your belly, and that will give you a bit more mobility to tip forward. Then at some point you'll have enough mobility to tip the pelvis forward and bring the belly to the thigh. Then you can round over. So this is our head to knee pose. And we're just releasing the neck, releasing the forehead down, maybe even have a little wobble side to side, and once again just feeling that energy flowing to the third eye in between the eyebrows. Relax your upper body as long as your belly is supported by the thigh, and everyone will look a bit different here depending on your flexibility level. If you find it difficult to get to this point, you can always place a cushion in between your belly and thigh, so then you can round over supported. On your next inhalation, slowly lengthening yourself back up, bringing your right leg in, extending your left leg out, toes, knee point straight up towards the ceiling, switching your hips, so that little movement of the hips, move the flesh of the buttocks out the way, and bringing your fingertips either side of your front leg, lift and lengthen up, inquiring into tipping forward to the front edges of the sit bones. So every inhalation gets you longer and longer. Every exhalation just inquiring into tipping forward just that little bit more. Really good. Bending your knee, bring your belly to your thigh. And when the belly is in contact with the thigh, then rounding over. Keep thinking of rolling your right thigh out, that nice external spiral of rotation. Grounding any points of contact between that right leg and the earth, grounding it in, but it might be different for everybody. It's okay if your knee's a bit higher up than mine. Relaxing face and jaw, lips, teeth and tongue. Even having a little rock side to side. Your forehead might be just massaging against the knee. That feels really good. Last breath here, and slowly coming up to sitting. Coming back into your cross-legged seat. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.